So, you ever feel good about yourself and then you go on the internet and feel inadequate? Let me explain. So yeah, I saw this posted on Reddit. XRG's doing divisional racing over at Yadar Valley. And this guy isn't even looking at the track, he's just looking at the apex of turns, and you just feel like you're not even flying the same race. Anyways, so I figured we'd just take a quick look, go over to Arena Commander, put in some hot laps, and show you guys what I do in VR when we go out for racing. Look at this, look at this. This is beautiful. I didn't even think about this. He does a full 360, right? Not because he's hot shit, because that puts him in the right direction for the U-turn. The double left-hander. And through the finish. And that's 51 seconds that you'll never be able to get close to. But we can try. So, let's do it. Good job, by the way, to Turbo Gerbo. Amazing lap. Alright, so, let's get going here. Arena Commander. What's up, Akira-kun? How you doing? They have Yadar in here. Yeah, Yadar. Okay, and then I guess we'll grab an M50? Make things equal. Do I have an M50? Actually, you know what? Let's go in a Fury. The Fury LX. I always like the look and feel of these. Hang on, it takes a while.
1 week later.
Why is this an actual animation in this menu? Alright, well, there it is, way back in the background of the shot, I guess. God damn it. Alright, let's just go. Alright, let's get to a hot lap. And swap the camera over to full VR, but before we do that, I gotta grab over here. Make sure I don't trip over my seat and say thank you all for doing the voodoo that you do and donating towards the mobile VR cockpit GoFundMe project. We have gotten a gaming PC up and running, a Quest 3, a VKB HOTAS, and a G29 racing wheel. We are still needing some money though to go out and buy a chair and build a frame around all of these wonderful parts. As soon as I get a working unit, then I'm going to be taking it and testing it out at a bar citizen near you. The goal, of course, being to have an eventual VR Citizencon booth that we can show off VR and Star Citizen to any and everybody that wants to check it out. With that being said, keep the donations up as we're trying to reach that ultimate $10,000 goal. All proceeds go back into the community to make everything bigger, faster, stronger than ever. With that being said, stay safe, fly right, let's get racing tonight. Don't hit that skip button. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, Jesus. Let's go fast. Also, I am matching $100 towards the donation, so let me know if you donate and I will throw down the equal amount of money that you do, up to $100. So, thank you so much for your support. Okay, so let's just take a little breather here. You know what? That's too much of a breather. Let's constrict the airflow here. 100, maybe 200. You know what? Let's do 150. 45. Okay. Let's just learn the track. So this is the one where he was okay. Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. We're not gonna do that. And see, even this is pretty tight clip, so I need to keep under for here. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit this or just give you guys, like, 15 minutes of pure racing practice. Show you guys just my perspective on everything. See, here's the thing, man. When you're racing, like, I'm not even trying or thinking about looking left or right. I'm just so focused on moving forward, so at that point... Okay, so yeah, when you slide into a turn, I was just about to ask, is VR even relevant? Especially given, that guy clearly had a Tobii, but he was also doing the same thing, focused on exactly where he was looking, and the ship is looking at the turn. Seems to be, well, the best way to get your rear thrusters facing the right direction, so yeah. Alright, time for the loop. It's like a big roller coaster ride. So they go. They always do some sort of flippy. And then that puts them... Yeah. And then they can boost up. And they roll like that. And then, so he had so much speed, I'm going to decouple to do this, that he was basically able to complete roll and then boost that way. Oh god, see, we're too high. We would have hit the pylon or pillar. So yeah, that's a good move. We're going to copy that one. We're going to try to do that. Holy crap, these guys are insane. Okay, and a nice gingerly grandma Sunday drive pace for...
Complete.
4 minutes 19, so let's call it a 4:20 and change. Alright, slick, yeah.
Wrong direction.
Wrong direction, what? Alright. So let's just post another lap learning it here. And then we'll start to increase the speed. If you're watching at home, I guess this is a good way to learn courses and tracks. Get your throttle limiter down to where you feel comfortable. I'm at like 145, 150 right now. We're gonna bump it up to 200 on the next lap, then maybe 250 on the one after that. Then we'll open up the full throttle and then we'll add boosting. You just kind of gradually work your way. We're just scouting the course and memorizing all of the turns. Remembering, okay, so like right there, we don't need to overcorrect and stay underneath that little crossbar. Basically just figuring out all the hazards. Another crossbar right here, because of course we love that. Hanging stuff from those crossbars. Just general, what would the word be? I guess scouting lap. Make sure there's no hazards on the track. And so as we're going faster, when we need to rotate will be a lot more apparent. Like for this reverse 180 yeehaw move that we're about to do, the timing is completely off because I'm going so slow, but practicing the moves, so we just decouple here. And then... And also, eventually we'll want to completely decouple everything. And that faces us this direction for this part. That's incredible. Absolutely wild. One more slalom. Or chicane. I don't know who you... if we're doing skiing terms or racing terms here. Alright, so that was a good lap. We're going to bump it up to...
Complete.
220. And that was, what lap?
Wrong direction.
I can't even see it. Hang on. It's, I didn't see the lap time. Alright, wonderful. I'll post it on YouTube when I'm editing. I'll get a little text thing. Alright, so already, with the increased amount of thrust, I'm not even full throttle here. I have to give it the beans. See, I'm lifting, and then now full throttle. So watching my flight vector. If you have it in your options, go to and set it to have your flight vector, that little tiny circle with the little... Basically, it shows you where your ship is traveling. Hang on. Okay, so... Hang on. Let me show you. Alright, so, okay, easy. Alright, that way. Alright, so that guy. This little circle with the little hashes on it, alright, that is your vector or flight vector. I'm not sure the exact technical military or, you know, aviation term, but that's where your fucking ship is going, alright? You have that option in the menus to permanently turn it on and have it always visible, right? That should be the number one thing you need to change when you're flying. Have it always on. It normally turns off when it gets to the center. We want to always be tracking with our eyes where our ship is going and having our eye on the ball, right? So using that, see, we watch it, and then now we know that we're going to make it through that turn, and then pull up, and now we know we're going to make it through there. Now we're doing that. See, I'm too high. I need to like tighten up and see how to see. I'm already flying into the rocks. Ugh. That's insane. I don't even think we'll be able to do that properly. We might just have to play regular. But yeah, get your flight vector thingy. I don't even know what it's called or where the setting is, but there is a way to have that turned on all the time. You're gonna want to need that. Okay, so that was good.
Complete.
Go up to full throttle here.
Wrong direction.
Get my foot on the brake and staying coupled here to keep control. We're not fast yet. Boost braking. Getting used to how the ship handles at full speed, boosting and braking in a turn. Oh god. Oh man. Oh! Yep. Pushing the limit. Oh, and folding my legs. Okay. Alright, let's go. But yeah, that's kind of the part of it. Once you let the tap off, it's quite a lot. So I'm just gonna try to shut up here for a moment and think.
Hello there.
Am I limited? Am I throttle? I think I am throttle limited. We're at 235 here. Hang on. Boost, boost, boost. Hang on. I'll read those messages in just a sec. Okay.
Complete.
Lap, 2 minutes. Okay, so that's not horrible. Pilot velocity indicator, always on essential for smooth flying. There you go. Pilot velocity indicator. That's what it's called. Oh shit! Oh, nice. We saved it. Great kid. Don't kick. Cocky. Something exploded. Did it? Huh. Okay, cool. Keep rolling. No, but I heard an explosion and said, keep rolling. Okay. Foot on the brake. So my gas, so I am doing all throttle control, for those that are wondering at home, with my pedals. I have my racing wheel and pedals, and once I put my... Okay, so actually, what happened was, the spring broke on my VKB, and instead of actually taking it off and repairing it because my drill was broken and I didn't want to remove the screws that hold it in place, I just left it like that. And I swapped my forwards and backwards thrust to my pedals, right? And I had already had it there, but I just kind of made it more of a permanent swap. And yeah, let me tell you, man, once you start using forward backwards for that thrust, like, everything just makes a lot of sense, especially if you have a VKB Omni that lets you go up and down with your left hand like that. So, yeah, really enjoying that. See, if we go in a lot more shallow, we'll have a lot more room. I'm still not even sure about this. I feel like I can... So that's the problem, is that I'm not facing that direction, and I'm taking too much time to turn when I'm actually turning at the apex. Thus the yeehaw cowboy reverse 180 move. It's going to end up being a lot better of an idea.
Lap complete.
All right, 213. We're getting slower here. Oh yeah, we were demonstrating some stuff. All right, let's go. Let's see if we could post a decent flyer. I don't know if I need to brake or just let it drift. Probably brake. What are my legs doing? Go! Oof. Brake. Yeah, I probably need to brake for that. Then boost hard. Get up the throttle. Make sure we save boost for when we need it. He goes under that. I guess if you go over, you'll get too close to the rocks. Might not be good for actual racing position. Shallow, way too high of an angle. I'm gonna hit the ground like that. But to make it more shallow, I'd need to come in off the tower a lot better. Okay, that one felt smooth, despite not being the rodeo move. That was good. Okay, bring it across the line, we'll do one more. See if we get a real hot flyer here.
Lap complete.
Okay, 140. Feeling good about that. Let's bring it to 130. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so one last hot tip for those hot lappers out there watching at home. If you want to restart your actual timing sheet, current lap, all you got to do is just come back to the front line and then go through it, and then boom, it'll restart your counting timer. So,
Wrong direction.
go.
Wrong direction.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, boosting around. Yeah. That felt good. Get down. Damn it. It's gonna cost a couple of seconds. Oh, I cannot wait for this to become popular. Arms weak. Palms sweaty. We're gonna get first place for that mom's spaghetti. Let's go. Oh. I'm out of boost. That's what it was. It's like, why is my throttle not throttling? I gotta leave some boost in the tank. I gotta get these maneuvers. I can't let it drop below 25%, otherwise I won't be able to use it when I let go. That one I was like, alright, we're gonna pre-turn that one. That almost felt good. Go. Oh shit. Go. I have to hit. God damn it. Alright, this is the lap. One last lap. And then we'll call it quits. One clean lap.
Wrong direction. Wrong direction.
I really did fly. I was like, surely it'll... I kept scooching left. Okay. Alright, one last try.
Direction. Wrong direction.
Okay, here we go. Don't hit that rock. See, there is
Direction.
a little needle that you...
Hello there.
And this is when you start to just die is when you really push. Until you actually know the, braking points. Oh, and it's not really braking is the problem. It's kind of just flying the reverse direction and still thrusting, because your best brake is your forward thrust, but in the opposite direction. So, your braking thrusters really don't. Speed and power, exactly. Jeremy Clarksonian school of mentality and thought. Alright, we're going to start a little bit more left. I think if we go closer to that, that'll open that up. And then we can brake and actually make the turn. See, that feels good. That's really close every time. Pre-turn, boost around, don't hit the wall. Yep. Keep watching that flight vector. Looking, keep your eye on the ball. Controlling, brake, reverse thrusting. Oh, see, yeah, I need to nail the braking zone so that I'm closer to the apex. 50% boost, we're good on that. So I guess they're just full boost all the way through this section. Insane. Oh, very tight, very tight. Need to get more shallow. You waste a lot of time if you get a high angle there. So to get more shallow, you need to dive further outwards from the tower. Pre-turn. No. See, I'm not good at that. I can't. That's definitely not a specialty. All right, let's cross the line here. Power.
Hello there.
Oh, this one's tough. And across the line.
Complete.
44.4. I think we can basically get like around a 130. If we really tried. But yeah, that's some hot laps with Chachi, the VR Citizen. Thank you guys so much for watching and showing all your support, doing the voodoo that you do by liking, subscribing, commenting. Every single bit of that will help me hit the YouTube algorithm and make the community bigger, stronger, and better than ever before. So, yeah, till next time, stay safe, fly right. Where's the camera? I'm Chachi Sanchez. Y'all have a good night. Booyah. Go racing. You guys will love it. Check it out sometime. You won't regret.
Hello there.
Wrong direction.
Yeah.
Wrong direction.
All right.
Cerveza cristal, cerveza